Previously on Revenge.
The white-haired man is dead. His name was Gordon Murphy.
There's something else you need to know about your mother. Gordon Murphy was her husband.
Kara Clark is still alive?
So what are your plans?
I should hope that you'd stay with us.
She's staying at the Graysons.
Amanda's awake and okay. I'm going to the hospital. I'm Kara, Amanda's actual mother.
Please, allow me.
I think you've done quite enough, Mason. Someone from your company asked Daniel about my father's investment. No one knows Padma.
Will you do me the honor of becoming my wife? Legally bound so that we may never be compelled to testify against each other.
You had a terrible scar, one that's now missing.
Why do you care?
The daughter of Kara Wallace and David Clark. You most definitely are not.
If we choose to, we can live in a world of comforting illusion. We can allow ourselves to be deceived by false realities. Or we can use them to hide our true intentions.
Ah, Mr. Mathis. So how is the vetting of my company going? Daniel provide you with everything you need? Say we're about halfway there.
If things continue on track, I'll be sending my recommendation to Mr. Takeda by the end of next week.
Good.
Are condolences or congratulations in order?
Both. My mother and father are remarrying this weekend. And if you aren't busy, we'd love to have you join us. Nothing fussy this time around, just 100 or so at the South Lawn of the Hunt Club.
I'd be honored. May I bring a date?
By all means. All set? Nice work. Thanks, Gino. Pardon.
So, the Emperor's getting new clothes.
And just like the story, it's only a matter of time before the world learns he's unfit to lead.
Okay, here's the list of the reconstructive surgeons that you consulted with. Ultimately, Dr. Spencer is the one who removed the scars. You recovered at the Plaza Hotel on September 19th, 2007. 2006. Amanda, you need to know these details. Mason's gonna try to confuse you with these questions. How am I supposed to tell him I paid for all this? A generous patron from the club. I've written down specifics about him, too, though hopefully you won't have to go there. What if he doesn't buy it? What if he starts digging deeper? He won't. By the end of this weekend, my burn scars will be yesterday's news, and Mason's attention will be focused on the next trail I'm sending him down. And where will that one lead? Back to the Graysons. You're a very lucky woman.
Kara, I see that you've made yourself at home.
I'm trying. It's easy to get lost here. A second chance at love doesn't happen very often. But a third and a fourth. You must cast quite a spell.
I hope you're coming to the wedding.
I'm gonna spend the weekend with my daughter. My grandson.
How are they faring?
Well, considering everything they've been through. Of course, when I imagine what you've endured, every day must be a blessing to you, too.
Fed straight from heaven.
I read in the paper that, while you were being held, Agent Murphy came to see you every day. What did you two talk about?
He didn't so much talk as he tortured. However kindly he may have treated you, the man who abducted me had nothing but evil in his heart.
You are so beautiful. I love you.
Evil, huh?
But now he has proven himself to be exactly what he is, which is a garden variety coward.
Then I guess it's safe for me to go.
He may be a coward, but he's certainly dangerous. And I would feel better if he remained here safely with us until we know we never have to face him again.
Hello, Emily. And here I was thinking we weren't talking.
I need the gun you used to kill Gordon Murphy.
Yes, and I have a request of you. Accompany me to the Grayson wedding.
Do you have the gun or not?
Say yes, and it's yours.
Yes. I'm gonna text you the address where I am. Meet me here. plug.
Why? What are you up to?
Taking a long-term plan off ice. You see, this I love, but in the wrong light, God forbid your mother thinks I've worn white to her wedding. Unzip me?
Legal's telling me they no longer have access to David Clark's signed employment contract. Every original document relating to him was seized by the government 19 years ago.
Then it stands to reason that No Call's CFO can't get her hands on it either, if she's even aware of the implications. Perhaps Aiden's theory that No Call is an undisclosed Grayson subsidiary is as crazy as it sounds.
Maybe Nolan found out she came to us and shut down her investigation.
Then invite him to the wedding. Suss him out on neutral ground.
My parents' wedding is hardly neutral ground. What makes you think he'd accept the invitation?
Because Nolan Ross is medically incapable of staying away from a good party.
Amanda? Hey. Where you headed?
Oh, hey. I was just gonna go out to get some more diapers.
I grabbed some this morning. Bottom drawer.
Great. I think I'll, still take him for a walk. The doctor says I should be out and about as much as possible.
Well, you've certainly been doing a lot of that.
How are things downstairs?
To be honest, I don't think I realized how much this place being closed put me in a funk, but I swear it's like I'm starting to feel alive again.
Careful. You once told me how much you hated that your father measured his happiness by the night's receipts.
Yeah, but that's because it's all he had. Declan and I were always butting heads with him. His marriage was crap. But I'm gonna prove that you can't have it all. Just you wait.
Jack? Jack, come on.
I gotta get down there.
You want to know where?
$8 a month.
Bro, I told them to wait for you, but they just started in.
Guys. What's going on?
There he is. Who the hell is this guy? Tell him how long I've been stocking your liquor.
I'm sorry, Jack, your man here. His prices are high. We can do better.
You can't do top shelf brands for $8 a bottle.
No, you can't. I can. Oh, slow down. Can we really get $8?
No one can do $8, Jack. Not legally.
Well, what are you saying, pal? Kenny? I got it. Huh? I got it. Look, Mick, let me just make some phone calls. If it turns out you're competitive, you know you're my guy.
Don't bother. I got one thing to say to you boys. Your father'd be ashamed of you. I hope you know who you're getting in business with.
It's impressive. Sorry. Oh, no, I get so focused sometimes when I drive. I forget where you are. Do you draw? Yeah. Things getting a little hectic up there with the wedding coming up. That was almost you last year, right? You and Daniel? Yeah. I'm sorry. If you don't want to talk about it. No, it's fine. I'm actually kind of glad that it didn't happen. You know, they say you don't just marry the man, you marry the whole family. For reasons that I'll never fully know, Victoria decided early on she didn't want our relationship with Daniel to work, and so it didn't. Please don't tell them that I'm telling you this. I don't need any more bad blood with the Graysons. Don't worry, I'm very good with secrets. And as far as the Graysons go, they'll get what's coming to them. People like that always do.
It's a rather expensive procedure for a girl only 18 months out of juvie.
What can I say? I didn't like what that scar reminded me of. It was worth it to make it go away. Now will you? Go away.
Tell me something, Amanda. Why live in the shadow of the people who ruined your life? Why not put 1,000,000 miles between yourself and the Graysons? Is it ego? A defiant show of strength?
I guess I wanted to face them. But then Jack happened. Now Carl.
So that's it then. The past is past for Amanda Clark.
I'm not gonna jeopardize my family for simple payback. Others will eventually pick up the torch to expose the Graysons for the frauds they are. Although Victoria's little kidnapping stories seem to go down pretty easy for everyone.
No, dear. I practically required the Heimlich when I heard.
That guy, they accused of doing it. Conrad used to work with him. I think they framed him somehow, just like my father.
How do you know this?
I saw him at the house last summer, arguing with Conrad. When he left, I snuck a peek at his phone to see his recent calls. Only one of them was unassigned. I think it belonged to the white-haired man. Whoever finds him will blow the lid on the whole story.
You never did anything with the number?
That would have required going to the police. I mean, it's not like I had the resources to hack phone records by myself.
I, on the other hand, can be quite resourceful. I would like nothing more than to pick up your torch and use it to set the Graysons ablaze.
Have you seen the mate to this coupling?
No.
A present from you at our first wedding. I was hoping to wear them today.
Oh, well then, let's call the whole thing off. Learn to take a joke, Conrad, since we're perpetrating one. Yeah, I think I'll go with the pearls. Charlotte, why isn't your hair done?
Here, this is for you, for today. You gave it to me for my
16th birthday, we had tea at the Pierre and saw Swan Lake.
I thought it could represent something borrowed and blue.
Thank you. Now you really have to get your hair done. The cars are coming in 2 hours.
I'm not going, Mom.
What do you mean you're not going? Of course you are.
I can't do it. Go out there in front of all those people and fake it for yet another PR stunt.
Nobody's faking anything. Your mother and I wouldn't be doing this if we didn't both want it.
The question isn't whether you want it, it's why. I'm going to go help Declan at the stowaway. They're reopening today.
Oh, not that one again.
That one, Mom, is the only thing that's real in my life. Can you two say the same about each other? Treadwell went for it. He took the number? He practically ran off with it. And he seems to think I'm you again. For now. Thank you. And trust me, this is all gonna work out. And better. Because next time Mason Treadwell tries to threaten my family, I handle him my way. Nice tux. If you're not planning on wearing it to Grayson's wedding, you're not going.
How did you know I was even invited? Oh, right. Watching your favorite closed caption show again?
Daniel only invited you because he's on a digging mission about my father investing in Nullcore.
Here I thought they wanted a caboose for the Congo line. Edna, Emily wanted to know if you needed to borrow a dress for the wedding, given the short notice.
I got it covered. Thanks. You invited her? She's exchanging information with Daniel Nolan.
Yeah, I'm gonna confirm that for myself before I do something that I'll regret, not that I expect you to understand.
No, what I don't understand is why you're willing to risk your entire company for this. If she helps prove that my father invested in Nullcore, they will come after you with everything they have. Daniel will not stop.
I can handle Daniel Grayson. He's really not so formidable, at least when there aren't feelings involved. Okay, you win with the steely eyes. Hello, Mason. Of course I can track a cell number to a name and address. Child's play. Your handiwork, I presume.
Say you'll do it, please.
So did you want to carpool to the wedding, or should we just meet you there? Mace, why don't you just text me that number and I'll get IT right on it. What did I just agree to?
The beginning of the end for Mason Treadwell.
That drive-up reminded me of Himeji Castle. Remember that simulation we did there? What were we training for?
Clandestine ops.
You take it from me. There are worse places in the world to have to carry out one's mission.
If your life was destroyed by the money that paid for this thing, you might think differently.
Hey, look at this smashing couple.
Aiden, Emily, I didn't realize you two knew each other.
Yes, well, as I told Ashley, Mr. Decatur suggested I should look up Emily when I came to town. She assured me your breakup was amicable, which I must say I admire immensely.
Well, Credit Emily for that. Believe it or not, I'm not the easiest guy to date.
Well, I'm just happy we can all be friends. Well, we should get back to greeting guests. Excuse us.
Murphy, are you in there? Hello? Mr. Murphy, my name is Mason Treadwell. May I speak to you? Mr. Murphy? Mr. Murphy. Oh, good God.
Need a break? Move a little slow here. We gotta open that door in a couple of hours.
No, I'm good. I just didn't sleep last night.
You rocking the boat with that rich girl, Charlene?
Charlotte. And no, the rocking was from the moontide and the northeast wind. I don't have the sea legs. My brother does.
So how come you're the one bunking down there?
He's got a baby.
You got the boot. And I see why you're knocking out houses for quick cash.
No, I told you that money was for school.
You know what I think? I think it's more than that. I think you're looking to make a mark, have someone notice you. You're sick of feeling pushed around here. Something I can relate to.
Declan! Let's see, I can wipe ketchup bottles, or I can try to make swans out of paper napkins.
But what about your parents' wedding?
I'll catch the next one.
I don't think you could have made my bride more beautiful without inviting the wrath of the gods.
Well, Vera Wang had more than little to do with this.
May we have the room, please?
Conrad, there are people waiting for us in the hot sun.
Oh, well, just let him swelter. This is your day, after all. In all seriousness, I wanted to take a moment before we go out there. I know we've come to this point due to extenuating circumstances, but the fact is, here we are. And I feel we're destined to be together, no matter what the outcome. It's for you.
A gun. How romantic.
It's a peculiar wedding gift, I know, but then we are living under peculiar circumstances. And if ever I can't protect you, I want to know that you can protect yourself.
And here I thought you were offering me a way out of this.
Never. See you out there.
Mason! Your timing is terrible, as usual.
On the contrary, I think you'll find my timing quite canny. I've just stumbled on a way for you to reap all the benefits of your pending nuptials without spending a single gruesome night with a groom.
Lifestyles of the rich and shameless.
Look who no one brought us his date.
No more peculiar than Adrian's choice.
Oh, Elms? Mr. Bond?
For a moment, you had me worried you weren't going to be coming.
Like you said, till death do us part.
Shall we begin?
Yes, let's. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Conrad and Victoria Grayson.
What do you say we skip the cake and slip out of here? We could be wheels up in an hour and on St. Bart's by 10.
I think I prefer to wake up at the house tomorrow. As a family.
I like that very much.
Hey, Mac.
Sorry. Short speech. I just want to say to all of our regulars, you know who you are. Thank you very much for your patience. And as for the new faces, it's really great to have you. And last but not least, to the guy who helped dig us out of the hole so we could open our doors for you today, here's to Mr. Kenny Ryan. Now, everybody, drink up, please.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
Thanks for that. I meant it. If it weren't for your help, with pleasure, partner.
By all means.
You were looking to make a lasting impression on the altar today. You succeeded. You look beautiful.
Well, speaking of impressions, I can't tell you how many people have remarked on the one you've been making at the office.
Well, seeing how most of these people remember me as the kid who got drunk and ruined your Christmas party, I'd say the fact that I can find the office impresses them.
Oh, don't do that, Daniel. Don't sell yourself short. Now more than ever, it's important for the board to recognize you as a worthy successor to your father.
Detective!
What do you got?
9 mil and a spent shell casing.
That wouldn't be our murder weapon, would it, Detective Gunther?
I need an arrest warrant. See if you can track down Judge Conner.
I'm happy for you and Amanda. The life you're starting here.
Yeah, it's nice to have the cards lining up for us for once.
Still, it's gotta be pretty scary for her. When things start looking up for people like us, you know, the farther we have to fall.
Is that why you stayed away for so long?
Places I've been. Hope is just a sure way of getting your heart broken. With everything Amanda's had to struggle with and survive, I just think she deserves better than that.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I intend to give it to her.
Miss Laurie, last place I expected to see you.
Mr. Ross invited me.
Listen, you'll have to forgive me. I'm afraid I dropped the ball on that contract you inquired about. The, David Clark thing.
You know what? Turns out the audit's moving forward without requiring any further details. Sorry to interrupt. Padma, I think Nolan's looking for you at the bar. Excuse me. Small world, huh? Just assumed you two knew each other.
No. Here's a crazy thought. You want to dance?
We can't let them have all the fun now, can we?
I thought I was the one supposed to be keeping an eye on Grayson business.
And then you went and brought Daniel's ex-fiancée to his mother's wedding. It's a rather bold move, don't you think?
She's the only woman I know here. Besides you.
These two seem to have really hit it off. Almost like you've known each other forever.
This was almost us, huh?
Almost.
Ever think about it? What it might have been like if we hung in there?
I try not to. You're with Ashley now.
I know. But still, sometimes I wonder if my pride hadn't got the better of me that night.
Daniel.
When you gave me the ring back, you said I was turning into everything I hated, and you were right.
It's never too late to change course.
You mean that?
Please. Please.
You gotta warn Conrad Grayson.
He's out on the patio.
Daniel.
Please move.
Conrad Grayson.
One.
Mr. Grayson.
Yes.
What in God's name?
You're under arrest for the murder of Gordon Murphy.
You're making a very serious mistake.
What is it? What has he done?
What have I done?
Calm down, sir.
What have you done?
Folks, can you step aside, please? Excuse me.
Step aside, please.
Back away.
Having Conrad arrested for murder at his own wedding? Well, that's a revenge all-star opportunity. Still, I don't see how it solves your more pressing problem with Mason Treadwell.
You will. That was atypical.
Oh. Not if you know the Graysons. And, you do, Padma, don't you?
What do you mean?
I mean, it was you that went to Grayson Global looking for David Clark's contract. I'm guessing you know you screwed up, or you wouldn't have hidden it from me.
I know I should have said something, but I covered as soon as I realized
Padma,
that way that you...
Padma, I'm not mad.
You are. But go ahead.
The thing is, you did poke a rather large hornet's nest.
I know that now.
The question is, how far are you willing to go to protect us from getting stung?
Wake up tomorrow as a family. It's astonishing how little loyalty you can show even on our wedding day.
Please, let's not put any more undue import on today's charade.
Married or not, it matters little now, anyhow. I'm likely a dead man. And you, my dear, conveniently end up with everything.
If you think I had anything to do with
Oh,
this...
no offense, but this is well out of your league. We both know who possesses the resources necessary to pull this kind of thing off.
You sealed your fate when you helped those people do the unspeakable to David Clark.
Hey, Kenny, turn that up.
New details emerging regarding the arrest of Conrad Grayson on murder charges just hours ago.
She's been racing out the door a couple of minutes ago. What? What's going on?
That's her father.
The victim is the same man authorities were searching for in Victoria Grayson's kidnapping case. Of course, we'll have much more on this story as it develops. Again, live news. Conrad Grayson of Grayson Global has been taken into custody.
Mom? What the hell is going on?
Charlotte, sweetheart, I assure you your father had nothing to do with this.
Nothing. Oh, dear. Well, whatever helps you sleep at night.
Get out of my house, Mason.
And speaking of sleep, were you and Connie tossing and turning, knowing your accomplice in that kidnapping fiasco was still out there? Or has he been dead this whole time?
Charlotte, go upstairs. I'll join you in a minute.
See, I'd say that it doesn't seem like Conrad to get his hands dirty, but I guess when you need to eliminate the very man you'd normally call for the job. Oh, and when I fully expose that kidnapping story for the compelling fiction that it was, the authorities will not only have evidence, they'll have very concrete motive.
Victoria, are you all right?
No, I'm not.
How could they think he would do such a thing?
Why don't you explain, Mom, since you knew about Dad's arrest hours ago? Your little pep talk on the dance floor?
I didn't realize that your son had stooped to dating the help. It's quite a downgrade for Emily Thorne.
Well, it just goes to show, Mason. If you knew anything at all, you would know that Emily Thorne, despite her sizable pocketbook, is nothing but a juvie girl who cleaned up nicely.
Juvie girl.
Officers, escort this man off my property, and if he returns, have him arrested for trespassing.
I assure you that won't be necessary. I suddenly got some work to do.
Hello, Conrad. I was under the impression when we last spoke that you understood our intention of managing the situation with Mr. Murphy, as everyone is so fond of calling him, in-house.
Come on, you of all people know I didn't kill that man. You set me up the same way you tried to set me up the first time around. Had it not been for David Clark.
Let's move forward, shall we?
What do you want from me?
Your unique position and the financial services you were able to provide to us worked out so well in the past.
I had no idea you were going to use them to blow up a jetliner.
Nor will you have any idea what we have planned this time around. So it seems you have a choice to make. Can we count on your service?
It's now or never. First thing Monday, we assemble the board for a vote of no confidence on my father.
Monday? What's wrong with tomorrow? Let's interrupt some tea times while we're in.
Because we can still be aggressive without seeming desperate.
Okay, right you are. I'll speak to you in the morning then. Good night, Min. Bye. There's a prince next door who's very eager to be a king.
Should I make us a drink?
What do we know about this one?
Ashley? I met her 6 years ago. She was an easy mark.
Sure she wasn't too easy.
Declan, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be at the bar. This is your big night.
No, you think I'm gonna let you handle this thing with your family on your own? Not this time.
I'm not reaching for any more pills if that's what you're worried about.
No, that's not why I came here.
I didn't mean I'm not glad you came. Because I am. Truth is, the only time I remember being happy this last year was when I was with you. Stay safe here with us.
Gosh, you startled me.
Till we know we'll never have to face him again. That's what you said to me. Almost as if you knew the future.
That man was a killer. He kidnapped me and he threatened my family. Now, if you're insinuating that I had anything to do with this murder, I promise you you're mistaken.
Your promises don't hold much water with me anymore.
And why is that, huh? If you feared Gordon Murphy as much as I did, so much so that you took refuge in my home, why don't I see relief in your eyes? What I see looks more like loss.
I've decided that after this job, I'm gonna call it a day. Retire from duty. When I come back, let's go somewhere like that. What do you think?
I'm sorry. I can't imagine what you must be feeling. Losing the man you love so abruptly. Good night, Victoria. Got your note.
Just in time. How's our boy?
All bundled up, nice and warm. What's going on here?
How about you climb on board and find out?
Wow. I am so sorry Carl and I slept in the reopening. Who would have thought a noisy bar would do the trick?
Well, here's to you guys. Sleeping soundly from here on out. Do you remember when we were kids? That day we found what we thought was the top of the treasure chest underwater.
Remind me?
You had this look in your eyes, like our fortunes were gonna change. I remember it so well. And the thing is, I want to see that look in your eye again. Because our fortunes are changing. But Amanda, I talked to your mom earlier today, and it occurred to me that I haven't been doing everything I can to convince you that none of this is going anywhere. No one's going anywhere.
Of course you have. You've been here. And it's all that matters. Anything else is just words. Making it pretty meaningless.
Not all of them. Sometimes one word can change everything. Take yes, for example.
Yes? Oh my God.
Amanda, will you marry me?
Yes! Oh my God, yes! Conrad!
Don't let me stop you. Go ahead and pull the trigger if you're going to. Certainly make things simpler for me.
I said it would take an act of Congress to get you out on bail tonight.
All it really took was the initiative.
What did you promise them?
I don't think I'll know until it's too late.
Sleep well, darling.
Conrad Grayson released on bail hours after being arrested for murder. You know what this means, don't you? Initiative's pulling strings for him.
Just a question now of how he'll show his gratitude.
Well, with my access to the company, I'm sure we'll get our answer and more. About a day, Miss Thorne. Apart from your down-to-earth Danny boy.
Daniel's not a joke, Aiden. He's a casualty in all of this, too.
Well, just as long as you know that he's not an innocent. Whatever your feelings were for him last summer, his actions now are pure Grayson.
I know. That's why I walked away from it.
No. I know. Everyone you've ever trusted has betrayed you, but people change. I've changed.
I think you should leave.
Okay. I'm leaving. But I'm not giving up on you. I'm just gonna have to trust that you won't give up on me.
To successfully create illusion, the first thing you need is trust. But to perfect an illusion, the false reality must appear as authentic as the one it hides. It's unfortunate that when we feel the storm, we can roll ourselves over 'cause we're uncomfortable. Oh, where the devil makes us sin, but we like it when we're spinning in his grin. Look at her with her eyes like a flame. She will love you like a fly will never love you. Careful attention must be paid to every detail. The slightest of imperfections can, like a pin to a balloon, burst the illusion.
Emily Thorne. Ellen Wood. Amanda Clark.
And the truth behind the illusion becomes revealed.